Welcome Team Genesis, associates and guests. Tonight we have a panel of enthusiastic associates here with us who recently attended our Western Regional Convention in Reno. And do they ever have some valuable insights to share? All of us were fortunate to be there in person to hear the exciting announcements live that are setting CTFO on a whole new trajectory, one you won't want to miss. We got the 411, as they say, about our new and enhanced products, our new front end and back end website, the amazing and easy to use CTFO app that it's a game changer in and of itself. We also learned about our business builder packs with big front end bonuses, a system for providing product samples, and a lot of people have been asking for that. And we got insights on the marketing makeover that touches all aspects of our appearance, including our logos, labels, imaging, and branding. Tonight, you'll see how everyone has the tools they need to succeed here. And the best part is, it's still absolutely free to join. If you're currently working a job, no worries. You can do what I did. I started working on my CBD business part-time in the evenings and weekends around my full-time job. Then when the commissions I was earning here exceeded the salary I was collecting at my job, I quit my job and I never looked back. Today, I live the laptop lifestyle, working where I want, when I want, with some of my favorite people. And some of them have agreed to join us tonight and share their key takeaways from the event, so I'll introduce them. Our special guests include Rick Lawrence, Mike Fink, Susan and John Muniz, Hanna and Tom Benson, Nancy Kramptez, Roland Rascon, and last but not least, Nicole Rene Robinson. What a lineup of talent, leadership, and professionalism. Welcome to all of you, and thanks for your willingness to contribute to this Team Genesis webinar tonight. This is wonderful. I want to start out by revealing who got lucky in Reno, and for that, I'll turn it over to Rick. Rick, please tell us who got lucky there and how you also got lucky with your big win.
Sure. Well, I don't think I was the only lucky one. I saw a lot of lucky people there over the whole weekend. What happened for me was on the Sunday church service, I ended up doing something that I've never done anything like this before. It was like kind of like a God thing. The service was actually about how God talks about giving and how he even says that we can test him, you know. Anyway, I had no idea, but it got to the point where I felt led to give some money to some people. And I wouldn't talk about this normally because it's not good. I don't think it's good to talk about it, right? But in this case, I have to, and you'll see why. So I'm standing there, and I had hundreds in my hand, and I'm like looking for change, but there's nobody around. So I ended up giving $100 to 9 people, which was insane. And I cried. Not because I gave away the 900, but it was really an emotional time. So later on, when we were doing our prayers, somebody had noticed what I had done, and they had prayed for me that I would get blessed, you know, somehow. So I just have to share that later that night, actually it was like 2:30 in the morning, I was in the casino and I had won $1,800.
It's so amazing.
That is double the amount that I gave away in less than a 24-hour period. So,
you know, Rick, I'm talking to some of the people that you gave those $100 bills to, and you didn't know a one of them. And it was a transformational experience for them, and you moved them beyond words. So how great and what an uplifting and inspirational story that is. Do you have another takeaway? And I'll reference here that CTFO at these regional events does church services, non-denominational church services on Sunday. And for many people, they say it's the highlight of our shared time together. Do you have anything else that was your favorite takeaway before we move on?
Yeah, I want to mention one of the ideas that was mentioned, I took as a good idea to go with. And that was, I got the Platinum Pack, I just got it today. But in preparation for it, I decided that since I meet a lot of people on a daily basis, that I would give samples of the creamer to people. So I can give them like 3 envelopes and then attach my business card, which will lead them to the website. So hopefully that will be, I expect that to be one of the many, there's so many ways, there's so many products and so many things to do. But this particular one I look forward to, and I'm actually having it for my first time right now, and I like it.
Very good. Those are great shares, Rick. And thank you so much for leading by example for all of us to have a generous heart and to consider others. And I'm so happy that you were blessed I guess many times over. So thank you so much for that. Mike, you have some interesting perspectives about your time at convention. So let's hear from you next.
Good evening, Mike here. I've been to a lot of conventions, and I'm sure a lot of the people in the audience have had their share of convention experiences as well. But the convention for CTFO in Reno was really special and unique in that it was very concise and delivered a lot of great information without a lot of time spent on adjectives. Every speaker had a very concentrated message. Every minute I listened was full of great information, either about people's experience or about products that are coming into our inventory here in the near future. Very valuable time, well spent. One of the items that's being brought into our bag of tools, you could say, is the CTFO app. And this is an app that's being created by a company that's been in the business for a long time. Used to be called Sound Designs, now it's called Verb. And they have one of the most sophisticated, advanced online sites, which allows us to easily pick and choose from various resources that we can share with prospective clients or contacts. I have it up on my iPad here, and I'm seeing images, I'm seeing videos, I'm seeing PDF files, which are texts. I'm seeing training, I'm seeing lead capture pages, I'm seeing various tools, I'm seeing ways to enter contacts, and we also have the power of creating a brief video, which has been shown today to be a very powerful and effective way to capture someone's attention instead of just having a written word sent out.
Right. Like literally you could run your business right off your phone, right? You have everything you need right in the palm of your hand tonight.
Exactly. You were saying laptop lifestyle, that's a great term, but you could also, I guess, say a smartphone lifestyle as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, thank you so much for those shared insights, Mike. Those were great. And I'm glad that you share my excitement over the app. I really do believe that it's a game changer for us. And it was interesting to hear your takeaways from the convention and comparing it to other event experiences you've had. So thank you so much for your contribution.
Indeed.
All right, Miss Susan, let's hear from you, and let's have you share with us your personal experience with our CTFO owner, Stuart Finger.
I had a great time at the conference, and one of the things I did, or one of the things I was hoping we were going to come out with, was some kind of coffee-based product. And when Stu announced the keto coffee, I was the crazy lady in the back who yelled out, "I love you, Stu!" And after the event, I went up to him and I was like, "Look, I just want to apologize, but you have to understand, I used to use keto coffee from another company and I loved it. And I was so excited to hear that we had come out with a keto creamer that I couldn't contain myself because I didn't think that was going to be something that would happen. So he says to me, he goes, well, come here and I'll give you 3 packs and my cell number, and you go home and try it and text me in 3 days your results. So I was like, no, those are yours. And he was like, no, take them. So I took the 3 packs. I went home. The next 3 mornings, I had my keto creamer in my coffee, which I absolutely loved. It was delicious. And I lost 3 pounds. And I texted him that 3rd morning or the 4th morning, and I was just like, oh my God, this is the best thing. And I'm so happy. And he was thrilled for me. And it's really going to be a game changer because there are so many people living the keto lifestyle. And even if you're not on a keto diet, which I'm not, I'm on a calorie counting diet, and I use the shakes and I use the chew off. It just, for me, is going to be life-changing. So I was really excited about that.
Oh, that's a great testimonial. I know most women and many of the men in this meeting, Susan, are happy to learn about an easy way to lose weight in a healthy manner. So thank you for your testimony, and thanks for inspiring all of us. And I'm sure many of us will adopt your losing strategy. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, John, you're up. You attended that event with your wife, Susan. What was your biggest takeaway?
Well, I must say I had a few, and perhaps the first one that I had, it's probably not related, but I have to throw it out there anyway, was when I got off the airplane and I was going to take the shuttle, I got recognized by someone who I look up to, Mr. Roland Rascon, and he says, John Muniz? And I was like, wow, I felt like a celebrity for a minute. That was awesome. Thank you, Roland. That was really nice of you. Touched my heart with that. But I must say, at the convention itself, one of the things that really, really just hit me really in a good way was when you had success stories, and then you had success people, regular people, walking up on stage and sharing and accepting their rewards for doing phenomenal jobs and over and above. And it just hit me all of a sudden. And although I kind of knew it already, but it just hit me a little harder. And I just turned to my wife, Susan, and I go, you know what, hon? We can do this. We got that. This is us. That's going to be us up there walking on stage one day. And the near future, I predict. And it just felt really good to be amongst this. This was unbelievable. And it really let me know, although I was in Connecticut and I already knew I felt like family, and everybody there, just the room is just filled with so much love and joy and togetherness and sincereness that I'm full blown in with my wife, Susan, as we know. And I just said to her, honey, that's us. And that's our goal. We are going to go full throttle with this. And we're unstoppable. You know, we're a slow start for me right now, but we're going to be unstoppable. Right, honey?
That's great. And that's an empowering perspective that you share, John. And I think those are the healthy comparisons that we can make when we see other people who are succeeding and leading by example, and we see ourselves in them. You know, this opportunity, we say it all the time, is for everyone. So
Absolutely.
Thank you again for being with us this evening. And
thank you for having me.
My pleasure.
Janet, I just really want to piggyback on that. You know, he makes such a great point. This is a business that anybody can do. If you have the dedication and the consistency, anybody can be successful here. And the way this company just really makes us feel like a family makes it that much easier to be successful here. So I really enjoy, you know, and I'm loving everything that I'm hearing. But, you know, his point should hit home with everybody, that anybody can do this business as long as you're committed to doing it. So thank you for sharing that. That was great.
Thank you.
Great way to piggyback on a great share there, Nicole. Let's move on, and talking about award winners on stage, let's move on. And Hanna and Tom, you actually were contest winners, and I'd like to hear from you guys on what the two of you valued most about your time at convention, please.
Yes, we were. We got Tom to 5,000 just like 2 days before it ended. So we had a computer glitch and he wasn't on stage, but they jumped right on it on Monday and said it's in the mail, and we got it like 2 days later. So that was awesome. What I really thought was great was the camaraderie there with everybody. You know, you don't know anybody, you're not on anybody else's team, but everybody is friendly. We're not competing because we all have our own people and just trying to help each other out. So I think that's one of the great things with the company as well. And then we also just got our package today, one of them. We got our silver package, and I did try the keto creamer too, and it tastes wonderful. And I don't drink coffee in the afternoon, but I had to try it. And that was like 5 hours ago, and I'm not even hungry. But the other thing I want to do with this to promote this is I'm already starting to put this, and then with the shakes, and putting out there, why wait until New Year's? Because you could start this now, start losing weight now, and maybe not gain weight during the holidays. You know, still kind of eat your things that you'd normally eat, but, you know, take this now. Why wait? So that's one of our marketing things, because we do a farmer's market, and we've been getting a lot of great response from that. We do that every Monday. So I'm going to put 3 packets, and I'm going to put a little flyer together and start handing it out and getting people that way. But my thing is, why wait? You know, since my background's physical therapy, it's, you know, no time like the present to start. And if there's a way to not gain weight during the holidays, this is it.
That's a great strategy that you shared, Hanna. And Tom, I see you too, so I'll say hi to you. And, you know, a lot of people binge eat through the holidays, and then they take themselves way out on the limb, and then they've got to reel it back in a New Year. So you can help them have some self-control and get in those holiday dresses, right, girls?
That's right.
So I totally agree with you guys on loving the opportunity to connect with other like-minded entrepreneurs at the event, and how we encouraged one another and we exchanged helpful ideas. And, you know, I say relationships are where it's at in this business, and that especially plays out here at CTFO. So let's move on and bring up Nancy. And Nancy, I sure loved your story that you shared over our team breakfast about how you and your business partner, Wendy, recruited a new associate offsite at the Reno convention. So can you tell us about that? But you have to unmute yourself, Nancy. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
I sure can.
Okay, great. So my accountability partner, or workout partner and business partner, Wendy Driscoll, and lifelong friend of 35 years, her and I went up to Reno, and we arrived on Thursday night because we wanted to go up and just start talking to some people and have an extra day. So when we got there, we wanted to go to a natural food store and pick up a few items. So Thursday night, during rush hour traffic, we probably picked the farthest away store, because that's where God led Wendy, and she chose Sprouts. So we get there, we're looking at all the items, we're picking up a couple things, and then we get to the cashier, and no one else was in line. And this lovely lady, we just started talking. I just said, hey, I see you have some CBD products here. She says, yeah. I probably shouldn't tell you her answer though. But she says, you know, well, I'm looking for a better quality product for my chronic pain. And I just said, great, can I give you my business card? Because we have a patented process delivery system called 10X Pure Gold that could help you. Please do. And so I gave her my card, and I said, well, maybe you can give me your phone number. And we have an event Friday night, and invited her to the event. And she was going to come, but at the last minute, she couldn't find childcare. So we ended up going to her home, Wendy and I, Saturday night, after not sleeping much on Friday night with all the excitement, not sleeping much, you know, and then going all day Saturday, and then just being tired. But we went to her home, and I walked in, and I was just trying to just chat with her a little bit. She's like, so how do I get started? I'm like, great. So I brought my computer and just signed her up right then and there. And it's a true story, not only about the product and how she needs the product for health, but she really could use the extra money to be able to pay her bills and move into a better apartment down the road. And it just hit me, the health and the wealth together. it was just amazing. And I'm still kind of like, wow, just seeing that in action. And she's very excited. She's got her first client that's going to be placing an order, maybe already did today. I haven't checked. And she's just very, very excited, and I'm thrilled. Her name is Tiffany Brown. So Tiffany, if you're listening, welcome aboard.
Oh, that's great. That's a great story, Nancy, about how, and it goes to show us that opportunities to meet people and talk about what we have to offer can be found just about everywhere. In fact, here's another great story I'd like to share on behalf of Team Genesis Associate Dee Spraker, who was also in Reno, but she couldn't be with us tonight because she's under the weather. But Dee enrolled the bartender at the hotel where we were all staying. And the remarkable thing about that is this: as you might imagine, the bartender had already been totally besieged by other CTFO associates there before she met Dee. So why did she say yes to Dee after dismissing all of the other associates that approached her? Well, it turns out that Dee stood out among the crowd with her infectious smile, and that's certainly true. And her professional appearance mattered to this particular person. And what sealed the deal was Dee's persistence, which paid off in this case because the bartender joined her team and quickly bought $150 worth of product. So that's great. And now that wasn't the only hotel employee who became a CTFO associate before the weekend was over. I also successfully recruited the front desk lady, having found her to be exceptionally personable and positive, and she did a great job solving a problem with my room when I first got to the resort. So that sounds like a perfect candidate for network marketing, right? So when I was ready to check out and I was going to head to the airport, the same front desk employee that I interacted with at check-in allowed me the chance to ask her a few questions while I was checking out. And what I was looking for was to uncover her pain points, which were a desire for money and more time freedom. And since that's exactly what we offer, I enrolled her on the spot, and we're going back and forth now to help her see how this opportunity can fit into her world working at the resort in Reno. And I have one last story that ties this all together, ladies and gentlemen, and it demonstrates 4 things that I talked about in the presentation that I delivered on the topic of professionalism. And on Sunday morning, Klaus Urbanek and my husband Chip and I hosted a breakfast for Team Genesis Associates. And after leaving the restaurant, Chip and I got on an elevator to go back to our room. And the young lady we shared the elevator ride with was immediately commented on how well dressed we were. In other words, dressed for success. And of course, that opened a door for me to share with her that we were dressed up for a business convention taking place in the resort where home-based business owners marketing best-in-class CBD products were meeting to hear new announcements and talk about all the exciting year that we have in front of us. And Jasmine said she was studying to be a nurse and she would love to hear more about what we're doing. So I shared with her that many nurses were at the convention and that she would probably be a perfect fit for what we're doing based on her career path and her interest in health and wellness. And because time was of the essence and we arrived at our floor in less than a minute, I took the next step and I gave her my business card and asked her to remember this exchange and call me at her first opportunity to learn more to see if it was possible to work together in the future. And as Chip and I exited the elevator, we laughed at how that played out because it was a real live example of the exact scenario I had just presented on stage the day before about making a positive impression with a professional appearance, always being ready to deliver your elevator speech. And in this case, we actually were on an elevator, and then being prepared to give your contact info quickly with a professional business card. So Jasmine hasn't called me yet, but that's okay. I expect that some will and some won't, and network marketing is a big sorting process. And the key is that we're professionals who are prepared and ready to open conversations and share what we have to offer and take the next step to invite further discussion. So that's my story. Now I want to bring up Roland, and Roland, if you'll talk to us a little bit about the newly announced Business Builder Packs and the related bonuses and how you'll be introducing those to your prospects, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, that's great. And you know what? That's easy for me to do because this is something for me to be really excited about. Here's the thing with CTFO. Before this convention, we had a really good thing going. After this convention, it just got a whole lot better. So I want to share with all those out here who have not been to any of these events. This is my third one now. There is a lot to be gained here. I'm telling you, when you get there, you feel the energy. You feel everybody's as a family, as a team. We all want to succeed, even though we're in different areas and parts of the organization. So when they announce these new products and these new ways for us to get paid and the ways for us to reach bonuses, and it's like, oh my gosh. In fact, afterwards, I had to go up and talk to Stuart. I said, Stuart, it's amazing. You guys keep making it easier for the average person to succeed here. And I love that. Yes, you can take a heavy hitter. He can go anywhere. He can make success out of it. But for the average person to succeed here, that's what we want. We want everyday people to succeed here. I mean, I think I'm just a normal guy and I'm having success here. So with these business builder packs that they have introduced for us, oh my gosh, so now we have bonuses. It's a lot better, easier ways for us to get volume. Now, I love that they came up with the 3 different packs. You have the silver, the gold, the platinum, because it can fit most people's budget. So you're not limited and you're not going to feel like you're left behind. If there's any way for you to get a silver pack and take advantage of that, awesome. Now, I was talking with somebody the other day and they said, I don't know how to talk to people about these packs. How do I sell these? I said, oh my gosh, this is what's so good. This is what our company has done. If you go into your new website, click on the enroll button to enroll somebody, you'll see there's an opportunity button. Click that and you'll watch the 2 videos if you haven't already. One is how you can join for free. Yes, you can still join us for free. It's awesome. You can qualify for $48 a month and you can build a huge organization here. And if you have the means and you want to get serious and you want to fast start, there's the business building packages available for us. Well, that's the second video. It's a 6-minute video. If you haven't watched that, I encourage you to watch that. So to answer someone's question on how do I sell these packs? How do I introduce this to people? How do I ask them to buy these big packages? Let the video show how it's done. It will introduce the packages. It introduces how you can make money with these packages. And of course, nobody has to get those packages initially, but if they are able to, number one, they can get a whole selection of products. So that way it gives us a variety of items to try. Mm-hmm. And number 2, they get it at a much better discount rate than just the normal wholesale if they were to purchase each one individually. So, you know, today, I look out the front door, there's a big box on my porch. I'm all excited to open my platinum package. And me and my wife were going through the inventory and we haven't tried this, we haven't tried this. So we're all excited to try this stuff. No, this is what we want. You generate the excitement. It creates energy. And if you're sitting back going, oh, I'll never be able to sell those. Guess what? You'll never be able to sell those. So have the frame of mind, like I always try to do, that no, people are going to want these. I want one. I got one. I can't wait for others to buy. And several people in the organization, in my organization, have bought. Okay, so it's really good. I mean, there was a few people from my downline that were there at the event. And the ones that I was speaking to afterward, they did buy at the event. So they saw the value in it as well. And I see the value in it. Look how quickly you can make advancements. If somebody in your organization who you don't even know, let's say, for example, you bought your silver pack, but 2 or 3 levels down, 3 months from now, somebody buys a platinum pack. That's $1,000 in volume. Just that quick, right. It went in your organization. You get 3, 4, or 5 of those a month. Suddenly you're a 5K executive manager. And now you're talking about our advancement bonuses. Now, I congratulate Hanna and Tom. They got theirs. That's awesome for reaching 5K. And that's what I want. That's what we all want. Janet, you feel the same way. Klaus feels the same way. I feel the same way. Everyone on here feels this way. We want our teams to succeed. True. And this helps us all succeed. So yes, you get your 5K, you get $500. Get to 10K, you get $1,000. They introduce these, and that is so nice. Those bonuses are so nice. In addition to the bonuses for people who buy the business packs underneath you. And so, no, this is good stuff. I'm really excited about it.
We can tell, Roland, we can tell. And I love how we can always count on you to think positively and think big. And for me, the Business Builder Pack and the announcement of those and the related bonuses, in my estimation, was the best part of our newly expanded model. So thank you so much for sharing your information and enthusiasm. And for our grand finale, let's bring up Nicole to share why she thought it was important enough to attend our convention that she flew across the country for a 24-hour stay in Reno. Nicole?
Hi, Janet and everyone else and all you great panelists and people on Team Genesis. This is such an exciting time for our company. And, you know, it wasn't the best time for me to go to Reno, but I knew in my heart of hearts that I could not miss it. You know, there's a few corny sayings that I like to use. Those who show up, go up. Those who talk to the most people change the most lives or make the most money. This is also true. Going to the event is life-changing. It's business-changing. And I knew based on the announcements that were coming up, and, you know, we've been discussing those with Stu, Steve, and Michael. I knew that I could not miss these announcements, hearing them in person, seeing the energy in the room from the people that hear them, and just knowing that, you know, I already knew we were in a good place. January 8th will be 2 years for me with the company. And I knew that this is like really next level stuff. It was just going to explode so many people's businesses and so many people's checks. And so I just couldn't miss that. And I literally, as you said, Janet, I was in Reno for 24 hours.
That's incredible.
That's it. That's it. And, you know, I got no sleep and it was all worth it. And I would do it again. And just hearing the excitement on this call, man, you guys are about to kill it. Do you understand that? You're going to crush it. Keep that energy, keep that excitement, let it spread through your veins and into your teams and let them feel your energy. You know, we had a leadership council dinner, we were playing giant Jenga and it was the most fun thing ever. But what was really fun was I had someone, just from watching my lives and my posts and me sharing my excitement, someone joined my team while I was playing giant Jenga. And guys, that's the excitement that you want to share. And I always tell people, if your business is a secret, so is your paycheck. Guys, you have to share your business, share with as many people as you can and let them feel your excitement and your energy. We have some great products to really be excited about. You know, the keto creamer, mind blown, that's brilliant. You know, there's just so many things to be excited about here. And, you know, many people fall off. I guarantee you, once they start hearing these new announcements, they're coming back. So you just have to be ready and in gear and ready to go. And guys, I don't know if you realize this, but right now is our time. I need all of you to say that. It is our time. Embrace it. Yes, it's our time. Yes, Roland. Yes, Susan. And we have to run with that and make the best of it and just really show all the new people that are going to start coming on that it's their time too. Right. And we're going to change a lot of lives. A lot.
Yep.
I can't tell you how excited I am.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
Nicole, I totally appreciate your commitment to the company and some of the leadership role that you've taken here. And for certain, on reflection of our Reno convention, that whatever it takes spirit that you demonstrated, I applaud you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've run a little bit long here, but what a fantastic meeting this has been. And for the past week and a half, you've heard a whole plethora of exciting enhancements to our program. And tonight you heard from your peers about what that all means to them and what it can mean to you too. So to our very special guests, I want to sincerely thank you. Thank you for your generous commitment of time and the valuable insights you shared with all of us. Thank you.
Thanks, Janet.
Thank you. Bye.
As you can
Thanks,
see,
Thank
everybody.
you. Bye, everybody. I'll
Bye-bye.
see you at the
Bye.
top. We'll see each
Goodbye.
other at the top.
See you at the top, girlfriend. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Team Genesis Associates are beautifully banding together in this program to share knowledge and resources, skills, and experience with each other. That's why we're the #1 performing team of professionals in CTFO. To our newer associates in this meeting, we want to warmly welcome you into our covey. We'd like to help you help yourself by providing you with our exclusive Team Genesis digital toolbox that contains everything you need to get off to a fast, smart start here. Please send your request to teamgenesis19@gmail.com and remember to include your name and CTFO ID number, and we'll send that right over to you. If you're a guest on the outside looking in tonight, please get back to the person who invited you to this meeting and tell them you're ready to step into the shoes of a business owner here. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose by marketing the hottest products in the world today with the richest and most robust money-making model in network marketing. Jump in and let us help you earn a check to cash next Wednesday and begin changing your future outcome starting tonight. On a final note, watch your inbox for an announcement about Saturday training details. And be sure to subscribe to our Team Genesis YouTube channel, where a video recording of tonight's presentation will be posted, and where you'll soon be able to see an updated video from Joe Malooly explaining our enhanced compensation plan with a breakdown about all of the new bonuses. That's it for now. Good night, and God bless you.